All right, should we show him you? Are you ready? This here is Mr. Blue Boy. He's an F1B mini Bernedoodle from Griswold and Harriet. And he is now 8 weeks old. He is 5 pounds 7 ounces. And I'm expecting his adult weight to be probably 25 to possibly 35 pounds. It's a little bit hard when you're dealing with Bernedoodles because we do have some Bernese Mountain Dog grandparents in there. And so he's not a very big boy right now, but there's always that possibility. And he has a little bit more of the hefty weight to him, even being a mini. He's got a little bit heavier bone structure than some of his litter mates does. Yes, you do. He is what we call a black and white party. And he has a little bit of tan points, so on the one side of his face, thank you, that has black around his eye. He does have a tan eyebrow and tan along here on his cheekbones and underneath his ears. And you can see he's got some really fun different spotting, yes, all along. His coat right now is wavy. It's going to get a little bit curlier when he gets older, so he's going to have the average grooming needs of most of our Bernedoodles, which is about every 6 to 8 weeks, because his hair will keep growing and it will get matted, so you're going to want to keep it brushed so it doesn't get matted, and then cut it, because it'll keep growing. It's pretty much just like human hair, same thing. Don't brush our hair, we get the mats. He is the liveliest in the litter. I would define his energy level as a medium to high at times. He does enjoy life. This little guy, we just went to the vet today, everything came back clear, and he just thought that it was the greatest thing in the world. While his siblings were doing good, they were wagging their tails, they were still happy, they just weren't too sure what's going on. This guy wanted to go visit everybody. He wanted to check out the stethoscope and see if he could chew on it. He wanted to see what that thermometer was all about when he was being poked in the bum with it. And you can see right now, I'm trying to hold him, and he just wants to go. He just wants to check everything out. He thinks the world is made for him, and he wants to be a part of everything that's going on. So it's really interesting with that, the testing that we do to see, like, for instance, what his environmental focus is. You would think with that he would have a high environmental focus, but it's actually the opposite. His is pretty low. He's just got this, I am noticing something, and then that's all that matters right now. So he's not being aware of everything all at once. So when I'm working with him, he takes a little bit longer because I've got to keep bringing him back into focus. He does a lot of getting himself distracted with things. Yes, but he does have this huge zest for wanting to learn and figure it all out, and he just loves it. So far there hasn't been anything that I have brought to him that he hasn't just thought could be really cool. Like, for instance, one of the tests that we do is I turn on a little hand vac that the puppies have never been exposed to see how they react to that sound, to see if they will go back and check it out, or if I need to turn it off or stuff. They're just going to run away and hide and think that it's going to eat them. And this guy, which I figured he was going to do, I turned it on. He had an initial quick startle, which I expect, and then he went right back while it was running to check it out and see. Once he was like, oh no, it's not eating me, I'm good to go check it out. So yes, what do you think, huh? So with that, he would definitely need to be in a home where the children are older. I don't think he would do good with littles. They're probably under the age of 5. He's definitely going to be into all their toys, their shoes, slippers, all those things that, kids and even us sometimes will leave around. He's going to think they're all toys for him. And it's going to take him a little while to learn the difference between what's his and what's not. He's also going to be, very tactile. So everything's going to be going into his mouth, including little fingers and toes. So just be best to avoid that. As far as pets in the home, it just depends on the pets. If it's cats that can get up and get out of the way and take care of themselves, it will be just fine. If it's an older dog, that's aged, this would not be a good match, because Mr. Blue, I think, would drive him absolutely crazy, right? With all of your energy. So he needs to be in a home with somebody who definitely has had dogs before and understands how they work. And really, if you want to have a buddy that's just going to be up for everything and want to go with you everywhere, not be afraid of it, be super happy, be super social, be that dog who's just like, everybody's my friend, the world is my oyster, that's Mr. Blue, because that is definitely how his personality is and the way that he is going to want to continue. All right, should we go do a close-up of you? You think you can go by yourself? He might run right off the ottoman. Look, that's you, mister. With your handsome eyebrow. Yeah, what are you doing? Huh? All right.